Hmm. Good morning, buenos dias, buenos tours. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet. One of the things that I'm going to talk about, the difference between timidity and being humble. All right, there's two differences. One, you can be so timid, you don't show up for a living. Most people don't because somewhere along the line, they confuse certain things. There's a difference being prideful and everything. But another thing is being humble. You could be humble but strong and be powerful and confident. That meaning that you sit here and you don't take no one for granted, but at the same time, you know when you can stand back and you know when how to show up. Timidity is when you sit here and pretty much don't show up at all. Most, most, most religions shows that timidity. Nothing about God is in timidity. It's being humble. That's the reason why God sit here and said, and I got to find the verse. He said, "Boldly come through to the throne," because the simple fact is how you show up. Another thing too is the difference between confidence and being incompetent. All right. Now, most people are unconsciously incompetent. Most people are consciously incompetent, meaning that they don't know. They don't know. Then, once you become consciously incompetent, you know that you don't know. You go seek out and find out the things that you don't know so you can have a better understanding. That's the thing about another thing is all you're getting, get understanding. So the thing about it is between timidity and being humble, you want to be humble, but you want to be confident. So you know what you know. You know that you don't know everything. So you're willing to learn. Most people goes into the latter being timid and don't want to learn anything. And then when somebody approaches them with a question or try to have a conversation on any subject matter, instead of saying, "I don't know," they shrink and then they avoid instead of trying to learn something new. And I have discovered that in many people. Many, if you sit here and talk to anybody of, they say they're a Christian, and I'm going to use that example. They say they're a Christian, but then when you start questioning about some basic knowledge of Bible, and you can find out they don't understand, and sometimes you want to explain, and then that's when sometimes you either explain or you just leave it. Because most people have people say, well, you can't tell nobody. Well, what the church is supposed to do. Churches, you ain't supposed to tell nobody what to do about the Bible. No, preachers need to teach. Don't preach. No, people being preached to they don't want to hear, so you teach. So so you need to teach, and I think everywhere along the line, through walking through life, you need to be teaching people things to make their life better. That's my philosophy. That's what I do. Is to, I let the willing receive, the willing will receive, and others will reject. Sometimes that's okay, and then all that's okay. I don't mind. I don't care. I really don't care, because my people will hear my voice and follow. Oh, actually, follow me literally. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Um, they will. They get my content. Um, and I think everybody has that. Everybody's called to do something. And if I'm sitting here thinking that I need to serve everybody in the world, then I'm delusional. Only thing you need is the ones that God called you to serve. Boom. Anyway, that was my little rant for a minute. But anyway, the thing about it is with timidity, don't be timid. And I talk about this in Undiscovered Leader. You want to be humble. At the same time, you need to be confident, because you don't have to say anything. You do not have to say anything, and the real you will show up. The real you will show up. Because the simple fact is, you are what you attract. You are what you believe. You are what you attract. You are what you believe. How you show up says more about you before you utter one word out your mouth. Something to think about. So how are you showing up?